Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Centre and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, where once again we communicate through that special channel that belongs to you and only you, and where we find ourselves way above even the elevated platform of living that we used to talk about, the one that we thought was out of our reach. We're way beyond all things and able to go anywhere we like, to move in and out of different planets, different dimensions, different fields, and to enjoy one another's company, even at a distance. We've experienced that communication that's stronger at a distance than it is up close. We've experienced many things, and now we're at a point where we're experiencing them in the physical world. Even though everything has been here all along, we have added our own input, our own special slant on everything, and our own reality that doesn't clash with anybody or anything. So we're now ready to advance a little further and know that it is you that's doing this, that you are sharing your vibration, your excellence, and your majesty clearly and strongly in the physical world. You know that you can affect someone just by changing a thought, feeling a feeling, or distributing that marvelous smile that goes everywhere and elevates everyone. That small grin that indicates to everyone you know something that you're not telling. That bit of mystery in the way you walk, the way you present, and the way you allow your origin to flow through into your field and generate a brilliant light for everyone to see. You've discovered that your eyes are like laser beams. They're also enormous receivers, and they lead you and others to the perfect place. Your vision is way past what your eyes see. And you've even had people demonstrate how they can read with a blindfold on. Science has never caught up with you and never will. So now you can lead science a little further and start to have things appearing in your world. For many, that's already happening. As long as you don't really take notice of the process or how everything turns up, you'll find all that you need, and sometimes more, turns up, providing you stop worrying about it. As soon as you worry about it, you have gone into a different mode. You've gone into the logical, and you've taken away your access to the magic. We've spoken about magic and miracles and the industry of magic and miracles. And now that industry is starting to come true. Everything you see has that special touch to make it glow, has that special little bit of ingenuity that makes it different and attractive to everyone. and simple and easy to use. The major technologies that are running our world are actually changing to where they are friendly, to where the limitations are explainable, because those limitations lead you to use your own power, to use everything you have available to you in the form of magic and miracles to make things happen the way you need. You have an input into every communication system, every computer system. And you have proven that in the past by getting overexcited and making things fail, by over-energizing your various computers and tools. You've found they've turned off. And also, you've found that you can charge a battery. You can keep your phone going without it being plugged in. These are just minor things that you've always been able to do, but have never taken any notice of. And now you're bringing more gifts, more abilities, more securities to everyone around you. You know that you can look after your child by using the power within you. You know that no one will touch your child as soon as you state it. Your energy field is so powerful. It calls on everything and everyone. You're performing miracles of healing just because of your concern. Because of your love of humanity, you are bringing it all to light. And because of that love of humanity, you are staying well elevated so that you maintain the standard that you know, not the standard that's stated, not the standard that's handed to you, but one beyond anything anybody can touch. Your sense of honor is unbelievable. And what that does is beyond anything we can write down. But you'll notice more and more people are attempting to write it down. And they're doing a great job, but they still don't touch that essence of humanity that is beyond any written word. Right now, we're all looking for the big change. The big change in the financial system, the big change in the governments, big change in the world organizations. And we don't say too much about it, but we all know it's here, it's coming, it's actually all around us. But the big thing that we sometimes forget is that it wouldn't be here without us. Without the magic and miracles that each one of you are bringing into this world, the world would not have followed the path it's taking. And we would have gone around another endless cycle of suppression and destruction. We're out of that. And even though it's still publicized, it's not there. There are many attempts to cause destruction, but the world and the people in it are achieving exactly what they feel they should achieve. And that is a balance of harmony, of consideration. and a softening of the movement that must take place in the earth. There's no brick walls holding anything up anymore. But the interaction of everybody's vibration, everybody's field, including the animals and the trees, and the flowers and the birds and the bees, are all holding our beautiful planet stable in the universal aspect that it survives in. Our personal well-being affects the world. We always thought it was the other way around. The world affects our personal well-being. That's not the case. As we determine our personal well-being, so the world provides it. Okay. Looks like we're back. Camera. So we're getting organised again. Somehow it all dropped out, and that's the first time that's happened to us with this system. So we were a little bit lost. So thank you all for hanging around. For those who haven't left the screen or left the scene, we're about to start again. So with what I was talking about, it looks like we have live again. With what I was talking about, everybody's ready for the big change in finance, in government, in assistance to people. And many of the things that are published are actually pointing towards everything that we have seen. We've known for many years inside us that this is about to happen. We haven't known when, and we've expected and expected and expected. Well, now it's happening. And you will see the proof. Firstly, in all the things that are turning up for you. In the simple things that allow you to get along with life. Where things arrive that you didn't expect. Where people arrive that you didn't expect. Where assistance comes out of nowhere. In a form that you did not even imagine. And how many are still going when they thought they would die last year? How many are still going when they thought they couldn't pay their way? And how many will still be going in another 20 years? It's increasing and increasing. And it's all due to your presence, to your magnificence, and to your love of humanity. I want to stretch that a little further and tell you all that you have just opened a little bit of the floodgates. What you can pour forward or pour forth, whichever you like to use, is so enormous that you will change the whole format of life itself without looking at how to change it. Just that love of humanity, that beauty, that ability to follow your spirit, to have no fixed term of reference, to go wherever you need to go, to receive whatever you need to receive, and to allow your world to expand so that it covers everything. You have a say in everything from a whole different level than what has been presented to you. And remember, it always works. And it can't be rejected because you are the authority in your world. I keep stressing this because right now it's so important that you stay above the wave, stay above the turmoil, look down on it and bring a calm and beautiful surface without trying to change anything. Know that it's just like standing on grass. Underneath there is a mass of rubbish. But on the grass, it's beautiful. And it's supported by the turmoil of all the insects and all the things that go on in the earth. And there's a communication system that goes through it all. The only way you can find where it all comes from is by getting stuck in the turmoil. In other words, get in the dirt, dig it, and feel it. And then you know that you don't live there. You live above it. You live in a field. And that field is expansive and glorious. And it can hold you off the ground, can hold someone else off the ground. All the little tricks they used to teach in racing one another, where you could actually just get in front and back off a little bit and everybody would slow down because your energy field would hold them back. And then you would get pushed along. Well, all that now needs to be reversed, where you're generating so much field that you're out in front of it, just like you're out in front of a wave. You're generating so much for the world, it's pushing you along further. It's like a jet propelled. Now you're on side with everyone. Now you're generating more than you need, and it helps everyone else. You're not generating it for anybody else, you're generating it for yourself. So much of what we talk about from here on in will leave behind all the old. And we'll be talking about energetic fields that you can use. We'll be talking about the action of your eyes, the action of your smile, the action of your hands, how you walk, how you present in the world for you, not for everyone else. How well you represent the being that has never been seen before. How you bring justice to the world that you made, not to the one that's being presented. And how you hold an infinite picture for everyone. So you nurture the fact that everybody's world is alive and active and just like a young child. In fact, the young child reflects the sensitivity of the world that you bring. And it can be easily damaged, but at the same time, you can make sure it's not. Not by protecting it, by saying it will not be disturbed. And it does it itself. It allows everybody to exist in beautiful harmony, in the colours and manner that they're used to, at the level that astounds them, and with a knowing they're supported by everyone, everywhere, all the time. So any interaction that causes a clash, you will know is caused by a fixture that won't move, by somebody's idea of what the world should be. But in fact, it's not made of ideas. It's a reality that's alive and well. And it clearly makes itself present because of that infinite being that you represent, that majestic being that you represent, and all the majestic beings that are looking after one another to create this marvelous universe and many others. So we'll be talking about the newness, about how you wake up each day and shoot off the top of everything. Do a big spin in the air and say, I'm ready. Let's get into this again. And you don't go back and start digging holes in the ground. You stay elevated, using the power of magic, using it by surpassing it and going straight to the miracle. Live the miracle, feel the miracle, and watch the magic. It seems that you should do magic to produce miracles. And that happens. And it is your magic. But that's not how it works. The magic appears when you live the miracle. You live the miracle. It can be any miracle you like. When you live it, it will appear. And make sure of nothing. Just live the miracle. And a miracle has no rules, has no fixtures, has no fixed event. It is a series of events, random, out of nowhere, that change everything around you and disobeys all the rules of physics, of society, of logic. And if you need to appear on the other side of a mountain, that's where you'll be. That miracle can happen. It's happened many times in the world. And this is how we're going to be transported as we need. This is how we're going to have things appear. This is how the magic you see on the stage will actually be real. Every new thing will stand alone. Every new thing we talk about from here on in will stand alone and will not relate to the past or to anything we know. It will relate to absolutely nothing except your elation, your marvel at the miracle, and how great it feels. And the spectacle that's created because of your joy will be recorded forever. And you will not stop to look at it. Everyone else will look at it and you'll just step forward because you are that miracle. You are even more than just a being. So we're talking more and more about the impossible, so that you can see in yourself the power of the miracle that you are. Once you see it once, it will grow like anything. No one will be able to turn anyone back. There'll be no accidents, there'll be no equipment that can explode, there'll be no explosions. Because humanity has the power to just melt it all. And the technology of explosions was actually generated by the actions of humanity. It's not just a chemical. It's a desire to explode, and it comes from places that love to do that. Planet Earth and everyone on it will suddenly decide that's not part of our world, and it will no longer exist. So all the billions of dollars invested in all sorts of things will actually just be discarded because humanity does not need it. And you do not have to look at how you are programmed. As soon as you feel the brilliance of your own being, there is no program. As soon as you join in that field that we're talking about, the one that elevates us all, there is no need for anything else. And so it will just fall away. And the brilliance that comes from your love for everything and everyone will generate energies in your field that turn miracles loose on everyone. So if they're about to have an accident, it will disappear. They'll find themselves on the other side of that event because time will warp and it'll be gone. And this will continue to happen as we talk about it, as we allow ourselves to be more than what we think we are. And the more I speak, the more confidence is instilled in the field around everyone. That confidence, when it grows, will overtake everything, and you will know your personal authority. You'll know your signature, your personal divine signature really means something. And as we keep going, it will grow. It will go past all levels. So look forward to what we can talk about. It will confound you because your brain can't do it. You just have to go into conversation, be in communication through that star language that we have, and you'll just start to generate beyond all recognition the things that have always been held inside you, that your brain can't even get to. And the world will open up and reveal its powers to you. The trees will bow, the birds will stop, and all the animals will want to visit us in a calmness that is held in that vibration you can feel in your hands, that vibration you can feel around you, that transmission that will melt the harshest of beings. And that look that takes them back to their creator. All this is where we get something to talk about, something to be excited about, and something to celebrate. So with all that, never forget to pass your gift on by offering everyone a perfect life, perfect health, and a really magic future. Thank you.